What's up, mercenary? This is the person who's just chilling right next to us. So how do we want to make our opening? In that case, you do have shields. That does mean something like an overload to those shields could be very helpful. So let's lead off with that. And I think we want to save the crowd control for when everyone else gets out here, which is probably about to happen. No? They don't care. Okay, well, I mean, that mercenary is dead. So that at least worked well. Yeah, there's a lot more people in here. Okay, now they've noticed us. Okay, so there's some snipers on that roof there. Snipers on the roof. Second floor, really. But they're gonna make life very difficult for us. So I think what we would like is to try to use this as our chokehold. It's not a great one at that, because they can come pretty close to us. Have at least one explosive container. There is an explosive container there as well. Love to pull that up on them as they start approaching us. They're just chilling, though. They're actually not really approaching us at all. Now someone's making a move. Okay, so like you're next to one of the explosives. I'm gonna overload. I mean, like, more than
you must die.
Also, you're actually not that close to it. But sure, I'll do it. And yes, it blew up. They've got a lot of snipers. Let's sabotage your weapons. So that way you are far less capable of dealing the damages. And then we've got... Oh, wait, I was focusing on that guy. There's one even close to us. Let's throw you. Let's throw you. I don't want you so close. Don't stand so close to me. Okay, they have... 2 Krogans. I think those are both Krogans. That's a problem. So we save the lift for you guys in that case. We got one of them. Oh no, we didn't get either of them? No. One of them's down. This guy doesn't care. So let's blow him up. These guys are going to become a serious problem if they manage to get closer, and I think they turned on immunity, which makes that a problem. They are deadly from close range. Okay, so like this guy, for example, we don't really have... All of our damaging abilities are on cooldown, unfortunately. Okay, we got one of them taken care of. This person's trying to take us out from up top there. We're still trying to get some of our abilities back here. That person's down. Someone right next to us? That's Rex. Don't worry about Rex. He's on our team.
You must die.
You're close. Let's maybe throw you. And then I'd love to blow up one of these containers that is still standing. Can I get from there? I don't think I can. Is that still a container over there? I'm not sure that it is, unfortunately. That's probably still too far away to overload it and have it hit you. As much as I would love for that to be the case. And we'll just tell you the old-fashioned way. If this person could actually pop out of cover, that'd be great. There we go. There we go. Now let's do this. Pull it up on you. Take you out. And there may only be one left here. I think it's the person who's up here. He is the sniper in the trees. So let's overload your shields. And you are dead. And in fact, that did blow up this container down here somehow. Pretty huge explosion radius. But I think that may be everyone. We took it nice and slow. And despite having lots of, I think, pretty powerful enemies in there, did still manage to take them out without really taking much damage. We did get our shields damaged a bit, but of course those come back, so that's not a huge problem. Okay, now... like so. Okay, Tornado 5 could be another strong shotgun for us. We'll have to take a look at those. And I think there may be a decent amount of loot in here. Let's just keep a close eye out for that. There's one door down here, and there is that upper floor, which may also have a door over there. Before we do that, though, let's just take a quick glance around. This is another occasion in which I think from that second floor we'll be able to hop onto here, and that may give us access to some loot that would otherwise not be available to us. Okay. Anything here? Can't loot any of those, I do not believe. But there is this disposal canister. Has a metagel, which we didn't really need, but sure, thanks, I guess. So let's, in that case, check the upstairs. Trying to see if there's anything else back here that we can see from this angle that we didn't really catch before. But I think we're good there. We'll definitely want to check that out, but let's just take a second here. Yeah, these power junkets... Probably going to want to destroy them. There's this crate, though. Stinger. Shotgun. Medium human armor. Oh, actually, I think that may be the first time we've seen anything... Also get a assault rifle here. That might be the first time we've gotten anything from... Where was it? Rosenkopf Materials, which is a different manufacturer. As you can see there, stats are very good. This is a medium armor, so unfortunately we can't wear it, but this is one of the top tier manufacturers. I mean, technically there's a different category that's kind of on its own, but in terms of ones that are readily findable in the outer world in just random missions, this is one of the best manufacturers. So that is definitely a very good chest plate, and likely to be what we have actually use later on. And there was another crate right out here. Another shotgun, sniper rifle. I actually missed what that last thing was, but yeah. Also, the question of, will the game let me climb this, or will it insist on trying to take cover instead? Because it's not actually a button for either of them. Okay, it's step one. Spam this button and keep on running straight into this. Can we even, can we see if there's anything else over here? I mean, I think there may be, just based on how we've already seen one. So I apologize in advance for making you dizzy. I understand. But what you need to understand is that there is quite literally, perhaps...
Enemy contact.
No way to control whether we go up there or not. I also like how Garrus and Rex both momentarily thought there was an enemy when I dropped down there. Like, if we take a look here more thoroughly, there might be something on there on that platform. Easier for me. I'm not sure you can climb up on that one, to tell you the truth. So, yeah, it's a little... Oh, for a second I thought I got stuck there. Okay. Let's maybe just check out what's through here first, and, we'll consider going through that way. See if it's possible, but, maybe there is actually a button to get out of cover, but I don't think there is. There is in future Mass Effects 2 and 3, but, not in 1. There probably was an opening there for a little bit. There we go, though. Okay, that could be a decent assault rifle. Oh! Hello, Captain Willem. Don't mind us as we just ignore you for a minute here. Get some more metagel that we don't need, but, certainly seems like you could have used some. I saw the reflection of us off the surface there. I was like, oh, is there something here? No, there is not. That is not anything we can interact with. There's this, whatever that is, and most importantly, you. Anomaly identified. That is a weird way of describing that. You've discovered the corpse of Captain Willem of the MSV Majesty. His stiff fingers are wrapped tightly around a small data pad. Okay, let's take the datapad. What do we learn from said datapad? He wonders. So it's privateers. Discovered the remains of a ship called the Majesty. It looks like it was attacked by privateers. Info from the ship's flight log indicates the privateer base is nearby. Discovered what happened to Willem, Gareth's brother. Return to the Citadel Tower and tell Gareth of his brother's fate. Yeah, I mean, we know what the end result was. We, as the quest log said, suspected that, you know, the ship got attacked, but don't really have great reasons as to why. So, other thing. Generally don't stand next to those when you blow them up, because, as you can see, we did take some damage, and, toxic damage at that. So I'm actually not sure if there's any important reason to destroy those. It may quite literally have zero effect on the outcome of this mission. It may. He's done it. Okay. Don't foil this opportunity. So, is there anything up here, or is it completely meaningless to actually make that move? Because, well, when we get a nice view.
Enemy contact.
I don't think there's actually enemy contact, Garrus. Don't worry about it.
All clear.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Thanks for clarifying, though. Yeah.
Negative contacts.
I don't think there actually is anything up there. I promise you, on some occasions that will happen, where there are actually things of note on such areas. Okay, so we have cleared everything on this planet, it would appear. We've more or less explored it in its entirety. So I think we're probably in the clear here. Head back to the Normandy. And at this rate, I think we have done enough different quests that it is perhaps worth heading back to the Citadel to turn a bunch of them in. Because they are starting to add up, for sure. I think, like that one that we just did, I don't believe it is technically finished yet. I do think we still need to chat with Gareth to, well, give him the bad news, I'm afraid. It was what? Privateers? Yeah. We do still need to talk to Gareth? Right. So, for that reason, I think we do probably head back now. Oh, that was the exit, not the zoom out button. This is the zoom out button. Here we go. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, so let's head back to the Citadel. Which means going here, of course. So let's land. Okay, so we're here. I actually want to just check something real quick. It's small, but I just thought it's been a while since we last. Oh, check this. Shepard's locker, which can on occasion give us some loot, but apparently there is nothing new to be had there. So in that case, never mind. Let's head on out. And I think on this occasion, we're probably, guessed it, taking Garrus and Rex because, well, they did all the dirty work. They did all the missions when we were on those other planets, taking out the enemies and the hard stuff, but now is when they actually get the chance to, well, cash in and get the honor
Equalizing interior pressure
of actually turning in the
with
quest.
exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
So, anyone here to examine the Normandy and get mad at us? Not this time, it doesn't seem. Let's head down.
Presidium technicians are struggling to understand why a computer system catastrophically overloaded recently. Technicians are reportedly unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is
That's strange.
investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
Now, technically, that may be tied to a quest that we do already know about. I forget where we learned it from initially, but we do have something kind of along those lines, but let's see. So, we've one mission that we're looking to turn in at the Citadel Tower. That is where the one that we just did, the privateers, gets turned in. Then we have the Nasana one, Nasana Dantius, which is in the embassies. So, it's basically just pick which one you want to do first. Let's go, I guess, Citadel Tower. We did just do this one. Okay, so I believe our guy is, well, right there. And, yeah, we don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Any news? Did you find my brother yet?
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, he's kind of dead.
I found your brother's body. His ship was attacked by privateers.
Willem's dead? I guess I should have expected this. When his ship dropped out of contact, I just knew. But I kept hoping he might still be alive.
Yeah, it is tough. I mean, like you said, whenever someone disappears or just falls off the grid like that, part of you may kind of expect the worst, but to get the confirmation, it still hurts.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you for finding him. It's better to know one way or the other. That's what they say, right?
Suppose so.
Please excuse me. I need to go make arrangements for his funeral.
Actually, quite level-headed, given the situation, and there is both the achievements for Garrus and Rex, so yes, we now have all of the achievements for doing at least 5 missions with each possible party member. So again, they give you bonuses, and that is why it is helpful to make a point of making that happen as quickly as possible to, well, so stronger. So, I mean, there's, for that reason, also no real reason to switch to other people at this stage, other than just if we, for dialogue reasons, felt like we wanted to hang out with other people. But, you know, we'll be fine, I think, at this stage. So, what we're looking to do next, I think, is probably the Nasana Dantius one. That means Presidium as well, but in this case, embassies. Then, let's see, so you are going to be through this way, at the lounge area, which is over here. And you got some explaining to do, because you basically set us up for a trap, and you wanted to kill us. You didn't tell us you wanted to kill us. You made it sound like you wanted us to rescue your sister, but you wanted to kill us.
Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
Oh, we found her all right.
Dahlia's dead, and I know she was blackmailing you.
Or was she blackmailing
So
Nasana?
the truth comes out. I hope you're not angry. Surely you can understand why I lied to
Yeah, no, you blackmailed
found
us.
out my
You
sister was a
lied to us.
criminal, I'd be considered a security risk. They'd revoke my clearance or place me on administrative leave until she was apprehended. That is why I misled you. I could not risk you exposing me. But now that Dahlia is out of the picture, it's no longer a problem.
Okay, no, so actually, in that case, what it was is, remember that Nasana, the sister who was directly in front of us, is a politician, And so she is very concerned about her public image, right? Because, you know, if word got out that her sister was a criminal, then she would be out of business. So for that reason, she told us that her sister needed to be rescued when in fact she knew that her sister was a criminal and that by sending us to go see her, we would end up probably fighting her. So basically it was just a way to trick us into fighting someone and doing the dirty work for her. But it was not her trying to kill us, it was her trying to get us to kill her sister. So yeah, you probably still should have told us, though.
I would have helped if you just told me the truth.
Perhaps you're right. I am sorry. We have trust issues in my family.
Oh yeah, you don't say.
I shall transfer a little something into your account as a token of my appreciation. I'm sure you'll find the amount satisfactory.
But see, I've got a better deal. Because, we do kind of have some leverage in this situation. You see, the whole, like, hey, you know, your sister was a criminal and you just kind of, tricked us into killing her, which is, not really a good look.
You're a diplomat on her way up the ranks. It could be handy to have a Spectre who owes you a favor.
You make a good point. Anyone can come up with credits, but I can give you authorization to purchase prototype Asari mods. I will get you added to our manufacturer's preferred client list. I think you'd be very interested in what they have available. Goodbye, Shepard. It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Not sure pleasure would be, the word I would use to describe the way that all went down, except, yes, that is actually huge to use either Charm or Intimidate to get that additional bonus out of this mission. That is a license that she just gave us, which you may remember when we've encountered some of those previously, I've said, it's not really worth the effort. Hold on, as the game decides to tab out. I've said in the past, not really worth the effort because the licenses that we've seen in the past have all been pretty terrible. But that one is very good. That one is very good. So that is actually very significant that we got that one. It is, which manufacturer it is, but it is one that I believe in particular has some quite good, if I recall correctly, which I may be misremembering this, but I think it's particularly good biotic amps, and because those are hard to get, that is definitely a nice luxury to have. So, that is one of the options, or one of the quests that we can do here. In both of those cases was turning in quests that we'd already done. There are still some quests here, though, that either we start and finish on the Citadel, or at least in one case start on the Citadel, but may end up taking us elsewhere. So I'm thinking, for example, CSEC has investigated a woman by the name of Helena Blake. They seem to think she is involved with some kind of major criminal activities. We find Helena Blake. CSEC report mentioned Helena was last seen near the Emporium in the financial district of the Presidium. That's pretty close to where we are, actually. In fact, I think that's the consort, actually. Yeah, we do have several things here. So this is the consort who we did basically the entirety of a mission with her, and more or less just need to turn this in. There's this one, signal source, follow the signal to the Presidium, which is an entirely new quest that we've not yet looked at all. So I think let's just basically cross the bridge here. We're not seeing any signs of Helena Blake, although in theory she's somewhere in this general direction. But with her being a criminal and all, I suppose, you know, perhaps she's not advertising her exact location to the general citizens of the Citadel. Otherwise, you know, that could potentially, make it easy for her to get caught and what have you. So perhaps that's why we are not getting a more exact location of her, or not really getting any location at all, showing up directly on our map. Huh. But, well, you see, there she is. So,
Got a moment, Spectre?
I'm gonna save before this conversation. Then let's chat.
Hello, Spectre. I have a business proposition for you.
Yeah, how exactly do you know? I mean, I suppose we're kind of famous, so that's perhaps the reason why, but still.
How did you know I'm a Spectre?
Word travels. Your name comes up in certain circles. I'm acquainted
It's not
with a pair of
unreasonable
powerful
observation.
crime bosses. They're hiding on remote worlds, and I have the coordinates. You could do the galaxy a favor.
Say what?
What kind of defenses would these two have?
I haven't the faintest idea, but they're certain to be armed. Their partnership's soured, and each believes that the other intends to kill him. They will be well prepared.
It does sound a lot like a setup. You know, you're basically saying, hey, here are these people who are very heavily armed and ready for some kind of attack. But yeah, you should totally head over there and attack them yourself. Yeah, it'd be great if you just removed both of these groups of people. But yeah, you know, at the same time, that does mean one thing if we go in unsuspecting, but you know, if we're expecting combat, then we can handle ourselves. We could charge you for it.
You're obviously with them. Why don't I just arrest you instead?
Arrested for what? You and I are simply having a conversation. I have excellent legal representation. Arresting me would be a waste of your time.
Alright. I mean, you've gone far enough to certainly, I don't know, implicate yourself, but, alright, well, I mean, at the very least, it does look like a setup.
I eliminate them, and then you take over and try to eliminate me. How stupid do I look?
While I appreciate your estimation of my bravado, I have no intention of attempting to murder you.
But if it just so happens
You
to
are the
be a
first human
consequence, then,
Spectre, and you are doing
so be it.
important work for humanity. I have no interest in red sand or slavery. Anyone who does deserves to die. Our needs are aligned.
So what is your interest in all this, then?
And what do you get out of this?
We share interests in certain cooperative ventures, but their business practices have forced me to terminate our relationship. Once they are dead, I will manage our organization in a more tasteful manner.
So you definitely do want to step up and take their place in that case? You're just saying that the whole, and then turn around and kill you thing, maybe less so on that part? I don't know. I mean, they're criminals, you say. Do we know what crimes they've committed? Are these like, they loitered outside a building once, and that's pretty much it? Or are we talking like they're serial murderers?
What crimes did these men commit?
They're red sand dealers who make victims of their customers. Those who can no longer pay are sold to Batarians as slaves.
Yeah,
They're
that's not great.
Hurting innocent people. They must be ended.
And red sand is a drug, in case that's not clear. So, this is, I mean, again, we were talking about this a while ago, but generally speaking, the top options are the Paragon options, middle is neutral-ish, and then bottom is Renegade. So, we try to be all goody two-shoes, all high and mighty and righteous, and be like, we're kind of helping a criminal, then going the Paragon route might perhaps mean that we actually don't help her at all, which, I actually don't remember if you do, in fact, miss out on this opportunity if you go this route, or if she basically goes, no. Shepard, trust me, you're doing this. But, let's take the middle option here.
If they're as bad as you say they are, they need to be dealt with.
Excellent. Here are the coordinates.
Because we
When
do
these
get the
men are
coordinates.
dead, I will wait for you at the third set of coordinates.
Or you will
Goodbye,
ambush us.
Commander. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
So, obviously, not the most trustworthy of people, and we do get some Renegade points just by even agreeing to a certain extent to help her. So, not pure Paragon in that sense, but, don't remember if you can actually get these missions at all. If you, do not go with, the at least middle, if not full-blown renegade option, and as you can see here, we do in fact get a quest for this. Helena Blake, a high-ranking member of a criminal cartel, has asked you to eliminate 2 of her unpleasant compatriots. Their bases are located in the Han and Dis systems. After eliminating them, meet Miss Blake in the Fortuna system for a reward. And so, we found her, but next we need to eliminate those 2 crime lords. So, we're eliminating crime lords, which is good. You know, that's a good thing, right? It's just that, you know, we're doing it for a crime lord as well. Just, yeah, you know, a little more questionable. Let's see if there's anything
Commander,
from Dell in here that we might want
It is good to see you
I
again.
think mostly buy, because we
Would
sold
you care to
fairly
see
recently.
some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
And we do have a lot of options here. Let's actually start with upgrades. Without saying anything. Because, yeah, I was wondering if we could afford medical interface here, which is expensive, but let's see. We're counting zeros here. But that's 165,000, and we have, yeah, that would take out a pretty sizable chunk of our existing monies. So as much as we would like to get another medical interface when we can, I'm not sure we want to go that aggressively. Well, actually, that's... Oh, it's medical interface. For some reason, I thought that was additional Metagel maximum capacity. It's not. And that would be worth picking up whenever we can. But, I mean, this is level 7 medical interface, which gives us toxin resistance and a sizable chunk of health regeneration, which is nice. Yes. But, no. Definitely not worth spending this much for it. Let's see real quick. Much has changed from a selling standpoint in terms of what we were willing to part ways with, but I don't really think so. Other than maybe one of our remaining Naginatas here. We may have picked up one of these guys somewhat recently. Let's drop those. Normally with the Tornado. And maybe one of these assault rifles as well. Oh, in fact, yeah. Got more still. Okay. That's probably fine. So, then, we have a few more things in the area here that we can do. Got something back here, this signal source, which is a different quest. And then we do have the consort over here. So, yeah, also the thing about the Helena Blake stuff, I don't remember. Yeah. There may be some alternate ways to still get that quest done. Like, technically, can you just go to those planets, take out the crime lords, and just never confront Helena about it, and therefore you're basically, you know, doing the good stuff of getting rid of crime lords without actually ever partnering with a crime lord in the process. So, I don't remember if that's the case or not, but, that might be something that I'll double check, later on. But, so, let's check this out. It's next door. In this banking area where Arla Vaughn is, and we chatted with him previously, but mostly we are interested in this signal source.
Another relay. Whoever it is, they're somewhere on.
Oh, and, Garrus is, well, talking to us through the walls there. And let me just read up on this one to make sure we're clear on what this is about. So we've discovered a signal being used to funnel money from gambling machines to a private account. If you can trace the system, you can find out where that money is going and why. So, yeah, let's see what the deal is. We'll just continue tracking. Last communication relay shows Signal's final destination is in the back room of the Emporium, in the financial district of the Presidium. So if we map it out, yeah, it's right back here. In this little area that, I think we might have poked our head in briefly before. Perhaps even for that keeper there. It is worth saving right now. For reasons that are about to become very clear. But, so this is apparently the place where it's all being led.
This is it. I'll see if I can find out where those stolen credits are going.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
Please don't do that.
Or not.
Detonation sequence initializing.
That sounds bad.
All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
That does not sound good. Are you... So this is some kind of machine that is talking to us. Not really what we expected, that's fair to say. Although this mission is very memorable, so I did know this was gonna happen. But, yeah, you appear to be sentient.
You're not just a program or a VI. You're an AI.
Self-aware. And
Correct.
capable of destroying
Unlike the
people
Geth,
and illegal.
I lack weaponry appropriate to my intellect. However, I have had systems installed that when activated properly, approximate a self-destruct mechanism.
Yes, that doesn't sound good.
If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
Including us. You're bluffing. Maybe, but you know, that's not really the type of thing you want to be taking your chances on, right? We may not have to fight. Care to chat?
Where is your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by CSEC officers, and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
Oh. Great. What about the reason why you would want to blow up? On us?
What is the purpose of your self-destruct device?
I have no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this terminal, and I knew I might eventually be discovered.
Okay.
But I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics with me.
Yeah, that's not very nice of you. You know, it feels like that's not really necessary. Can you tell us more about this creator person? Maybe we just, you know, keep him chatting. And, maybe the robot will just forget about the whole blowing up on us thing. Yeah, you know, not that robots really forget things.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
So you branched off of another AI, because again, self-aware, capable of modifying itself. And so, you know, the initial AI, the creator knew existed, but realized, this is getting a little out of hand, let me shut this thing down. But before they did that, that AI created this AI, which the initial creator did not know about, and this AI is, well, on a bit of a killing spree. Or at least planning to be on a bit of a killing spree. So, reason why you stole the monies? I mean, you're a machine. You really have a purpose for the credits?
If you're sentient, why are you still running the credit theft operation?
If I accumulated enough credits, I intended to have myself installed in a small starship.
Oh.
I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
Oh. That is a very ambitious plan. A very ambitious plan. I will give you that much. So the thing is, like, we may not need to do this whole, you blow up thing. That sounds like that's no fun for any of us, really.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
Commander, AIs are universally illegal. They must be destroyed upon contact without exception.
I am not naive human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms.
Yeah.
I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
Yeah, so that's not good. I actually don't know if we want to even suggest that this AI is bluffing. For reasons that, will perhaps become apparent later on. You could probably put two and two together based on that description alone. Well, we've already asked you about all this other stuff, so we've already extended our life for as long as we possibly could, it would seem. So we can either threaten it, or we can say, yeah, it's enough chat. And, it's enough chat.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates.
You will have 5 seconds.
I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
So you do this, and I don't remember how you do this. This is totally different. There we go, we got him! Okay, sorry, I had to focus there. I didn't see there's actually a timer there. But yes, so, AI, self-aware, capable of destroying things, or capable of self-destruction, and killing us. And so it was not a bluff. It actually can kill you, and will kill you. And I believe there is a timer for that mission there. I didn't see in the bottom right corner if there was a timer, because if there was, I probably would have been very distracted. But I thought I remembered from when I played the game originally that it was like a 5-second timer, and that you basically just had to immediately succeed at the basically decryption or whatever you want to call it type minigame. Although we've only seen that one, I think that might have been the second time we've gotten it. It's basically a memory game of trial and error of, okay, you get the first one, you're guessing which out of the 4 buttons triggers it, and then you do that again and again and again, and if you get it wrong, then it resets, so you have to go through the process, what was it, like, get the right option maybe 5 times. So, yeah. Fortunately, we succeeded there, and did not have to see what happens if you do, in fact, get blown up, but I can tell you, spoilers, you do get blown up. So, that is now all set and done with.